Hi guys! It is Chelumpkeif here, and today we are going to be taking a personality test. I guess to get to know myself better, as you get for you guys to get to know me better as YouTuber, content creator, Chelumpkeif. So I am really excited about this. As you can tell from my profile, please check your profile for the latest updates. Go to your profile, retake the test. So I've obviously taken this one before. Last time I took the test, I was actually recording it, but for some reason the camera glitched out by a lot. And for 5 minutes of the video, everything was fine. The rest of the 10 minutes, it was all like just a blank green screen, and it was so awkward. And so I decided to redo this again, and hopefully I'll get a different result than I got last time. So, just so you guys can see, last time I got turbulent campaigner, so that is ENFPT, right? I really do prioritize others. I would say I'm more of an extroverted person in general, even though I can be introverted and like lots of people at certain points in time. So I really do not want to take too long on this intro because I really want to get into this. For the rest of the video, I will not be showing my face. I will not be showing this corner of the screen. You will just be seeing me screen sharing my personality test. Obviously, I will still be talking, and I'm going to shut up now, okay? If you didn't catch what I just said, because my voice is very muffled under this mask, I'm going to shut up now. Okay, let's start. I'm really excited about this. Okay, let me turn off the camera, and sounds good, or looks good at least. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Hopefully this video isn't longer than 15 minutes long. I would suggest probably 20 minutes. Let's retake the test. So if you guys want to skip through this and go to the very end, if I actually do end up getting a different result other than campaigner, I will be very surprised. Okay. You regularly make new friends. Agree or disagree? I am definitely not in the neutral range or this side. In fact, last couple of days I've been making a lot of new friends, especially new kids in school and stuff like that. So I put that at a very high priority. Okay. You spend a lot of time exploring random topics that pique your interest. I mean, yes, but sometimes no. Definitely not disagree, because I think there are a lot of things, right? So I'm watching YouTube a lot, right? I'm researching, so that's definitely something that piques my interest. Okay. Seeing other people cry easily makes you feel like you want to cry too. Oh my gosh. Actually, you know what? I want to change. Oh, dang it. I can't change my. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness I can change my. Okay, so actually, I do make friends like a lot. Like, I've literally made like 5 friends in this week, which is probably the most, but I don't want to judge it like that based off of other weeks, but still. Okay. Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry too. Oh my gosh. 100% agree. Because for some reason I have this really, really weird reflex which occurs whenever someone cries, or even if their eyes are watery or something like that, my eyes will automatically start to water. Even if it's allergies or something, my eyes will start to water as well. And it's so weird. And if they're sobbing, I'll start sobbing as well. And it's so weird. You have to make a backup plan for a backup plan. I mean, I try to make a backup plan as much as I can, but you usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. I mean, yes, but sometimes things can get really tense, so I'm going to minimally agree with that. At social events, you really try to introduce yourself to new people, and you mostly talk to the ones you already know. I do try to introduce myself to new people, but I do talk to lots of my old friends, so I'm going to go with slightly, minimally, agree. Okay. You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another. I mean, if you're talking about homework, yeah, I do try a lot to work on homework and finish it before I start the other thing. But sometimes I can start things in the middle if I get bored. You are very sentimental. Oh my goodness, yes. Okay. You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists. I mean, I was making a video idea list, and I've been making my schedules, so I'll put that in the middle. Okay. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. Oh no, I make a lot of mistakes. You can feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking a conversation. Honestly, that's pretty true. That's what I've done with my friends, new friends that I made this week, who are not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analyses of creative works. I mean, I don't discuss different interpretations and manifestations of people's ideas, but you know what? People can do that. You can't even understand what I'm saying. I said it's fine. My voice is so high pitched. Oh my gosh, you are more inclined to follow your head than your heart. I know. I can't say yes or no. I do things spontaneously sometimes. Oh my gosh, you're tearing me apart. What are you doing to me? Head than my heart. I am very impulsive sometimes, but I also try to be as strategic. Oh my gosh, I was this close to pronouncing the word right. Strategic. It's not a hard word to pronounce. I just couldn't pronounce it in that one second. Okay. I am strategic at times, but sometimes I can be more impulsive and spontaneous and sporadic in my actions. So I'm gonna go ahead and disagree with that. You usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment. So I mean, any given moment, obviously school, but I do like making schedules, but I guess that is kind of true, so I'll minimally agree with that. You rarely, oh my gosh, you rarely worry about whether you make a good impression. Oh, I worry about that. You enjoy participating in group activities. Yeah, I love it. Okay. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the thing. I mean, I am very creative, but I guess that does kind of bother me sometimes, but it is kind of cool to have a cliffhanger, I think. Your happiness comes from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments. Yeah, it makes me feel a lot better, not only about myself, but that I'm helping other people. Okay. You are interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what to try next. That's kind of true, yeah. You're prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse. Oh my gosh, yeah. But I don't want to strongly agree with that, so I'm going to say, like, in the middle. You avoid leadership roles in group settings. Oh my gosh, I'm the treasurer for my committee, and I'm a student council representative, so I'm going to have to say a strong no for that. You are definitely not an artistic type of person. I mean, I'm not very artsy, but I love writing, so I'm going to disagree with that. You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality, less than feelings. I mean, I feel like lots of people do follow their heart rather than their head. And that can be a problem sometimes, but sometimes it's also important to, follow your gut instinct rather than second guessing yourself and, using your contemplatory senses and rationality to figure things out. So I'm going to slightly agree with that. If you didn't understand what I just said, don't worry about it. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. I don't know if you know, but I'm a very messy person. I try my best. I'm just going to get it straight up. My room is not messy, but I'll clean it, and then the next week it'll start piling up again. Then I have to clean it again. So I'm kind of that person. So I'd say minimally. I don't want to strongly disagree. I also don't want to be neutral. I don't want to be neutral, so I'm going to minimally disagree. Actually, you enjoy watching people argue. Oh, no. You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. I mean, sometimes I do, but I don't want to do it in vain. I'm gonna give the honest answer for these questions. By the way, I'm not gonna try to make a bias that you can like me more. I'm just gonna do what I think is what depicts me the most accurately, right? So you tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. What do you mean? Like, oh, mommy, I hurt myself. If you mean like that, I draw attention to myself and my family because I'm like, mommy, I slammed myself into the door. I tripped over on the carpet. I skinned my knee. I got bit by a dog. That last one, it wasn't bad. Don't worry about it. I don't need a baby shot or anything. It was fine. But if that's what you mean, obviously. If you mean like, oh, look at me. I look so beautiful. I'm amazing. I'm not egotistical. I hope not, at least. Your mood can change very quickly. I mean, that's somewhat true. I try not to. You often lose patience with people who are not as efficient as you. No. Definitely not 100%. I tutor people. I help people get to where they are the most comfortable at their skill level, and I think that's important. You often end up doing things the last possible moment. I try not to procrastinate, but I do procrastinate a lot. So I'm going to say very, very, very neutral. Okay, you've always been fascinated by the question of what, if anything, happens after death. That's pretty true. Okay. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own, for sure. I don't like being alone. That's like one of my worst fears. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. Disagree, for sure. You find it easy to empathize with a person whose experiences are very different from yours. Sure. Obviously, I have friends who are very, very similar to me. We can really relate to each other, but I also find it interesting to see things from a different perspective and point of view, because I also think it's really helpful, not only for me to grow as a person, but for our relationship to deepen and for things to get better. You usually postpone finalizing decisions for as long as possible. I don't really make decisions because I'm kind of young, but no, not really. You rarely second guess the choices you made. If you're talking like on a test or something, I'm gonna go no, not really. Obviously because there's not really another situation other than maybe like morally, but I haven't really gotten to that extent yet. Right? I'm just a teenager. Okay. After a long necessity, a lively social event is just what you need. I guess it depends. Obviously I want to just, sleep on my couch all weekend, but I don't always have that option, right? But I guess lively and social event is just what you need. I'm going to minimally agree with that, because sometimes I do really need something to take my mind off of, but sometimes they can be too much. So it just depends. You enjoy going to art museums, yeah. They're really fascinating. I really love arts and humanities. I love writing. That's more a creative process, but I still enjoy it. I love reading literature. In English, we just finished The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It's such a good book. There's a lot of moral things and dilemmas connected with it. Interior versus exterior, good versus evil. I'm going to try not to make this educational. I'm not really sure what genre I would put this video under. It's either going to be entertainment or educational, but if I do put educational, it's going to be educational about me, which I guess is kind of selfish and egotistical. Okay, you often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. Did I not tell you about the crying thing? I literally cry when other people cry. I understand what they feel. Okay, I can read people very well. At least I think so. You like to have a TV. Like I said, I'm not an adult, so I'm sure they would be much more goal-oriented, the more mature you get. But no, I do not have a to-do list for every day. Maybe on like spring break or Christmas break, but you really feel insecure, no. You avoid making phone calls. Oh no, I was chatting with my friend for like 5 hours. Spent a lot of time trying to understand views that are very different from your own. Sometimes, but not super often. In your social sphere, you are often the one who contacts your friends and initiates activities. Yeah. If plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Just about the right mistakes that you made a long time ago. Yeah. Spelling bee. I was in school districts for the place in school, and then I went to school districts and I got 5th place. I was slapping my forehead because I would have won school districts if I had not spelled such a simple word incorrectly. It was one letter off, and that was my fault because I was so dumb. And right after I misspelled it, I was like, I know what the answer was. I searched it up, and I was completely right of what I thought was the right answer. I just didn't say it. You really contemplate the reasons for human existence with me. Like, no, I contemplate that a lot. I'm just sitting in bed. It's the endless void of space, and like I said, I'm kind of introspective as well as extroverted. Introverted and extroverted are the two polar opposites, but I'm very introspective. I do think about our existence and why things are the way they are, and I always try to come up with an explanation for my actions. Okay, your emotions control you more than you control them. I would kind of say yeah. You take great care not to make people look bad, even when it's completely their fault. I haven't really been placed in that circumstance, but I'm going to say maybe yes, I do want to defend my friends, but it just depends. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized consistent efforts. I'm not really organized, other than obviously for school. That takes up the majority of my time. I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. When something's highlighted, you wonder how long it will take to feel disappointing you. That's only applicable to my family. So I'm gonna go ahead and say no. You love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. Oh no. You believe that abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. No. You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmospheres than quiet places. Honestly, I don't know why. Like, I mean, I know lots of people are like, oh my gosh, my eardrums is too much for me. I can't handle this chaos. And I feel that way too. But I feel like quiet and new places just makes me feel so lonely and secluded, and it just makes me feel so banished from the outside world. And while I am introspective, I do that on my own time. While other people in my house are, sleeping, I'll just kind of be there thinking. But that doesn't mean that, I want to be alone. Okay, so yeah. At first glance, how something's feeling. I mean, first glance is a very strong word, so I'm going to go ahead and say no, but sometimes yes. You often feel overwhelmed. Sometimes. You can do things methodically without skipping over any steps. No. You're very intrigued by things labeled as controversial. You would pass along good opportunities. Oh my gosh, yeah. I do that. You struggle with deadlines. Oh, never would work. No. I've never, ever turned in a late assignment in my entire life. It's not like I'm obsessed with my grades or anything, but I just don't want to take that chance. Okay. You feel confident that things will work out for you. It's always a 50-50 chance. It just depends on the situation. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, I got a different personality than last time. That is so interesting. Your personality type is protagonist. That's so weird. I got a campaigner last time. Oh, that is very, very interesting. Okay. ENFJT. This trait, how we environment where we energy, emotions, turbulence. Cool. That's so weird. Guess I'm updating my profile. I'm no longer a campaigner. Oh, that breaks my heart. Oh my goodness. That is very weird. I will check out my profile. It's so weird. Oh my gosh. This blue thing. Oh my gosh. I just highlighted it. Protagonist. Okay. Everything you do right now ripples outward and affects everyone. Your posture can shine your heart or transmit anxiety. Your breath can radiate love or muddy the room in depression. Your glance can awaken joy. Your words can inspire freedom. Your every act can open hearts and minds. Sure. Protagonists are natural born leaders full of passion and charisma. I would definitely not say that about myself. Okay. For around 2% of the population, they are oftentimes our politicians, our coaches, and our teachers, reaching out and inspiring others to achieve and to do good in the world. I mean, I wanted to be a teacher for so long, but because of the whole salary thing, that sounds so dumb. I want to be a doctor as well. I just want to help people, obviously. That's always my goal. With a natural confidence that begets influence, protagonists take a great deal of pride and joy in guiding others to work together to improve themselves and their community. That is probably a pretty accurate description. Firm believers in people. People are drawn to strong personalities, and protagonists radiate authenticity, concern, and altruism, unafraid to stand up and speak when they feel something needs to be said. They find it natural and easy to communicate with others, especially in person. And their intuitive, or N, trait helps people with the protagonist personality type to reach every mind, be it through facts and logic or raw emotion. Protagonists easily see people's motivations in seemingly disconnected events and are able to bring these ideas together and communicate them as a common goal with an eloquence that is nothing short of mesmerizing. I mean, I am kind of eloquent, formal. Okay. I am just going to be, just leading myself on this entire time. I was being sarcastic. Please don't think of myself as the only word that's coming to my mind is egotistical. I'm promising you, I have an expansive vocabulary. Just you wait and see. Okay. Oh, I can't speak today. Okay. The interest protagonists have in others is genuine, almost fault. When they believe in someone, they can become too involved in other person's problems. Lies too much when they trust in them. Yeah, that's pretty true. Luckily, this trust tends to be self-fulfilling prophecy, as protagonists' altruism and authenticity inspire those they care about to become better themselves. But if they aren't careful, they can overextend their optimism, sometimes pushing others further than they're ready or willing to go. They're vulnerable to another snare. They have tremendous capacity for reflecting on and analyzing their own feelings. They can focus on emotional hypochondria, seeing other problems in themselves, trying to fix something in themselves that isn't wrong. I haven't actually experienced that, so I'm wondering if this is 100% right, but I'm sure this is probably something that's also happening to other people. Okay, genuine and altruist and some protagonists. Oprah, Barack Obama, Ben Affleck, John Cusack, Malala Yousafzai, Seth Lawrence, Sean Penn, Maya Angelou. Okay, now they're just getting into characters. Come on. Why are you giving me characters? Okay, it's kind of cool. Okay, now let's go to my profile. I'm so scared it's gonna change. Oh wow, it's so cool. Gosh. So let's see the options for this. I am actually kind of interested. It's so weird. Oh. Uh. 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 Oh my gosh. I want you. I want you, baby. I know, but I'm levitating. Yeah. That's not gonna change. That's dumb. Yay! Done. And I guess that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye! Oop. Oh my gosh, we're at 22 minutes and 15 seconds. Okay.